Tonight we report on a new fish hatchery built in Canada for the Grant PUD, and Sheriff Tom Jones catches a suspected car thief. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Big Bend Volleyball has a strong showing at the Everett Crossover Tournament, and the Central Washington Wildcats drop a thriller on the gridiron at Western Oregon. Let's take a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
A big ocean storm just off the coast will continue to pinwheel a lot of cloudiness and rain through our states. I will let you know the impact it will have on the Columbia Basin in a minute.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Construction on a $10.5 million hatchery for the Grant County PUD in Canada is complete. The utility began building the Penticton, British Columbia hatchery more than a year ago as part of an agreement between the PUD and the Okanagan Nation Alliance. The PUD paid 55% of the construction costs and is paying 66% of its operation and maintenance costs. Grant PUD is paying the costs in exchange for producing up to 1.1 million sockeye fry. The utility is required to release the fish annually. The PUD is required to produce the sockeye because of a 2006 settlement agreement between government agencies, tribal representatives, and the utility. The agreement requires the utility to mitigate for impacts to sockeye salmon as a result of operation of Priest Rapids and Wanapum dams. A new retail store opened in Soap Lake and offers a large number of items at reasonable prices. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
It's a new little store with a lot of everything. Bucking up at 322 East Main Avenue is Soap Lake's newest business. On her first outing as a business owner, Rhonda Lee says the dollar store fills a void in Soap Lake for simple household items.
I thought, well, this would be a good idea for people who want to shop locally and have it convenient and have a little bit of everything for everybody.
Lee said she's working to stock items that people need and can't get elsewhere in Soap Lake.
Just the standard items you need every day: toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies. And then to make it a little bit more fun, we threw in the jewelry and the party goods, balloons.
Lee said the store will put on a grand opening at noon Saturday with food, live music, and other specials. The store is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday and noon to 4 on Sundays. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
2 teenagers are facing adult charges for reportedly stealing 6 guns, ammo, and other items from a home in George. Prosecutors charged Colton Smith and Salvador Solorzano Torres, both 17 years old, in Grant County Superior Court with burglary, theft of a firearm, and trafficking in stolen property. Smith and Torres reportedly broke into a woman's home in the 100 block of East Montmorency Boulevard by reaching through a dog door and unlocking the back door. The boys reportedly stole 2 rifles, a shotgun, and 3 pistols, along with ammo, binoculars, and a camera. The victim named Smith, who lives next door, as a possible suspect. A deputy later found Smith near an SUV, allegedly trying to cover a rifle with a piece of plastic. Smith reportedly told deputies they decided to burglarize the house because he needed some money and said he was the lookout while Torres stole the items. An 18-year-old Moses Lake woman allegedly stole a car Monday morning and led police on a pursuit in Moses Lake. Grant County Sheriff Tom Jones reportedly spotted Brittany Strong driving a stolen Chrysler 300 at about 6:30 a.m. The car was reported stolen from the 4800 block of Airway Drive about 15 minutes before Jones spotted it. Strong reportedly fled and eventually struck a curb, causing the right front tire to go flat. A few minutes later, Strong lost control of the car and collided with a fire hydrant at the intersection of Mather Drive and Larson Boulevard. Strong was arrested for theft of a motor vehicle, possession of a stolen vehicle, and attempting to elude a pursuing police vehicle. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.